Hello you beautiful creatures, how the devil are you? I hope you're well. If you're new here, my name is Lou, or Lucifer as my friends like to call me. By my friends I mean my ever-growing army of demons. Hello, we are back to day number 3 of Vlogmas, Creepmas, Xmas, however you celebrate it. We're back, baby. Also, we're slightly wonky. Good start to the video. Oh my gosh. This is just the vibe of the day. This is just the vibe of the day. So, Vlogmas, I'm doing it for the first time ever. I'm here to prove that you don't necessarily need to have all the sparkly lights and the fancy garland. You can have a beautiful Creepmas, and we are learning to find the spirit of Christmas all together. However that goes, I do not know. I'm going to tell you something. We were going to start this vlog a little bit earlier. However, I do have the neighbours from hell and they don't know how to look after their animals. So their poor dogs have been barking for 4 hours non-stop because they have essentially been neglected by these horrible people. We are currently trying to fight it. However, we are literally in the worst place possible, like living wise. So if you do want to support us, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, joining the army. Oh my god, we're chaotic here, but we have a fun time. Honestly, it's free for you guys, but it means the world to us. But we're literally going to scrunch all that up. We're going to throw it out the window because today, oh my god, for day number 3, we are going to do some crafting. More specifically, we are going to do some blood-filled baubles. And I will show you. Here is one I made earlier, this little sucker here. So it might look like nothing to you. However, on closer inspection, you will see it has got a little pool of blood in it. Now, the inspiration comes from Terrifier 3. Gareth is not a massive fan of Christmas, which is fine. I understand this. Oh my gosh, I've got a little bit of blood on me. Trial and error, we'll move. So Gareth isn't a massive fan of Christmas. However, went to see Terrifier 3 and his face just lit up like a literal Christmas tree. So in my thoughts, in my head, I thought if we can make Christmas a little bit more like Terrifier 3, then maybe he'll enjoy it a little bit more. So my plan for the Christmas tree this year is to make it more Terrifier-esque. What would Art the Clown do? Now, I'm thinking Art the Clown literally looks at these baubles and goes, do you know what, I can make that better. And he just like murders a bunch of people, fills them with the blood of his victims, and boom, you've got bloody baubles essentially. So this is essentially a bauble with blood in it, fake blood, of course. YouTube, don't knock me, for the love of God. So this has got fake blood in it. However, the joy of this is once you let it set for a while, then the blood kind of goes down and drips to the bottom of the bauble, not outside of the bauble. So you can essentially shake it to get different patterns of blood, and I just thought that was really fun. So I thought, why not? Let's just do it together. Let's do it together. But before we do that, I am going to open my next day of my advent calendar. Oh my gosh. So I got a goth box bundle by Betty Brightly. She is amazing. She has done such a good job of it so far. We are on day number 3. So I did actually sort it out beforehand because I've literally got a tray of crafty bits. So we're going to open it and see what we get. Oh my gosh, honestly, like it's been such a stress today. It's been so ridiculous, but like I've been able to finally get my eyes in, which is really nice. Sorry about that for the first 2 days. If you're new here, this is normal. If not, like, you guys know that I wear my eyes religiously, but unfortunately my right eye had an issue in it, so I had to wait for that to kind of calm down before I could put anything in it, and now she's back again, so it's fine. And let's see what we've got. Oh, you're cute. Are you what I think you are? Ah, yes, so this is a little beautiful star. Apologies for my nails. A little beautiful star, and it is a nail file, and I believe it's a buffer as well. Betty, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my gosh, girl, I am not a girly girl by any standards whatsoever. People will literally tell you on this channel. But I believe, so one side is the file and the other side is like the buffer. Oh my gosh, that is so useful. No, I kid you not, like I've literally been looking for a nail file for ages, and I was adamant, I was dead certain that I had one, couldn't find it anywhere, and now I've got one. So thank you so much. What I'm noticing with these goth box bundles is, from the pictures on the website, she puts in things that you will actually use. Now, if you've been following the channel for a long time, you will know that I used to do 2 unboxings. So I did Box of Goth, which unfortunately fell under, and I missed that to death, and Spooky Box Club. Spooky Box Club was a massive dud. That one also phased out as well, and my problem with it was that stuff that I was getting in particularly Spooky Box Club, it just wasn't my vibe. It wasn't fitting with what I was going for with the channel, and there was just a lot of things in there that I wasn't using. So we quickly put that to sleep. Like, you guys watched the videos and you even wrote in the comments like, Lou, you just don't seem to be happy getting these boxes anymore, so you know, maybe call it quits at the end of the day. So that's the tea with that. So that's what happened there. But with this goth box bundle, I'm finding that I'm enjoying the pieces a lot more, and I can't wait to see the other pieces that are going to come out, because from what I've seen of the pictures of all the other box bundles she's done, they are amazing. I'm very excited. I'm aware that my hands are covered in blood. This is the vibe that we're going with. So without further ado, we're gonna start this. I'm actually gonna use 2 cameras for this. So I've got like my little setup on my knee, and then I'm gonna be like showing things up here, but then also bringing it down here so you can see what I'm doing. So without further ado, let's do some bloody baubles. Let's go. May the odds forever be in our favour. Good luck. Okie dokie. So to begin with, what I have got is, I have got a set of 6. So I got a set of 6 from the works. Oh my god, get your words out. These were £2. However, I'm quickly realising that they're probably not the quality that I want them to be. I wanted them to be a better quality. However, for £2, I'm not going to be upset about that. So I've got my baubles. I have also got an arrangement of 3 different types of fake blood. So I've got a sticky blood. This is all from the same pack, by the way. I've got a sticky blood here, which is usually used for wounds and older blood. And then we have some scary splatter blood. There we go. So we've got that one, and we've also got just straight up liquid blood. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using this liquid blood first, and we're just going to roll with it. I've also got some glue as well. So this is water-based glue. I literally got practically all of this from the works, and it's super cheap in there, but sometimes cheap isn't always the best. We also got this paint pen as well. We use paint pens all the time for conventions and stuff like that, so we had that lying around, and also a paintbrush as well. This is literally like, this is what I'm doing with my stuff, my own interpretation of it. So, you know, I hope this can inspire you, and you can essentially go wild with what you want to do with it. Like, you know, we're all learning here. Some of us might be learning, some of us might know how to make bloody baubles already from the blood of their enemies. I would have used the blood of my enemies, but Gareth said that's illegal, and unfortunately I've just got too much to do. That's the one thing that's stopping me from going to jail. I have too much to do. My mum was exactly the same. She was literally like, the only thing that's stopping me from jail is me, my 2 sisters and her grandkids, and also she's got priorities as well, so that's the reason why she's not in jail. Okay, so what you'll notice is that with the baubles, they literally come in 2. Now, what we're going to try and do is, I'm going to try and fill the bauble with a little bit of blood first. As you can see from this one, you don't actually need a lot. You really don't need a lot. So I'm hoping if I use less, I don't know, it might have more of a desired effect. And then what you can do with the paint pen is you can literally like do any designs you want as well. I just wrote, what did I write on this one? Merry and Fright. That's literally it. But you can do absolutely anything with these. I was thinking of doing another set, so I'm only going to do 3 of this one. I'm only going to do 3 of these because the other 3, I've got some metal spikes that I used for my bouquet at the wedding, and I'm thinking of doing another one of these and then sticking the spikes on as well, because I think that would be really cool. Also, it was giving me Phantasm vibes. So, okay, right then, let's see what we can do with this. So we've got our first 2 already. Now, I'm going to use the other camera, so hopefully you can see that. And like I said, you don't necessarily need really expensive blood. You can use like Halloween blood, fake blood, but I'm literally just popping a little bit into that bauble. Not a lot at all. Oh, she says, she's lied. See, that's the problem with me. I always feel like, you know, less is more, but that's essentially what I've done. I've put a little bit in there. Now, I made a blunder on the last one, okay? So I shut it and then I didn't glue it. I messed around with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure it's shut and the top meets, so where you put the string, that meets there, if you get what I mean. I'm going to make sure that meets. I'm then going to get my glue. So I've popped that on the side. I'm then going to get my glue, right? Take the lid off it. Please do this very gently. Do all of this very, very gently. So I'm going to take my lid off it. And then I'm just going to dip my paintbrush. I would if it had the bloody top off it. Oh my God. So then I'm going to dip my paintbrush into there. Not use too much, don't go crazy with it. Or do, I'm not your dad, you do you. You do you, do what you want to do, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And then I'm literally going to paint the glue around, there we go. So I'm going to paint it around, and this means that you're essentially not going to be able to reopen it again. Like, that's it, it's done. But make sure you're also painting the top as well. So where the ribbon will go, make sure you're like putting some glue on there as well. Otherwise, you'll get caught out and it'll literally go everywhere. Okie dokie. So, for now, we're going to wait. Hopefully that will dry. I could always do a, here's one I made earlier, like Blue Peter. You know Blue Peter? God, I miss that show. I feel like it's just not the same anymore. Obviously, it's not going to be the same. It's not like the same cast or anything like that. But already you can see that the blood is literally travelling all around the bauble. See, now I feel like in this one, I might not have used enough. So it's kind of trying to find that middle ground of how much is enough to use. But I really feel like that's cool because I've got this one that hasn't got much blood in it at all, and then I've got that other one that's got like a ton of blood in, so it's like overkill essentially. But already, you know, if you leave it to just chill, it will settle on the bottom. Yeah, it will settle on the bottom, and then you can just, you know, keep messing about with it. So we've got that one drying. Okay, we'll leave that one there. I feel like in the next one we're going to get a little bit more creative in it. So instead, rather than going straight in with the fake blood like I did before, instead we're going to try and use a little bit of this scratch blood instead. I feel like that's going to be interesting, and for that I'm going to use the back end of the brush. So this is what we used to do in the dungeons. We used to whenever we were playing like the Plague Doctor or something like that, we'd literally make the buboes by doing like a little circle of red, and then we'd go in with like a little bit of pus, so like to make it look like a bubo. That was really cool. God, I miss working in the dungeon so much. That was so much fun. I like going into the other ones and kind of just reminiscing and thinking about the old life that I used to have. Anyway, we move. No, it's really good. I love going through the dungeons, and I love seeing how talented people are and just appreciating how talented they are. But yeah, I mean, we're not doing any more dungeon trips until the new year, which is fair. We've got no idea what we're going to do about Blackpool, because obviously that's not with Merlin anymore. That's with somebody completely different. That's with actual Blackpool now. So, but from what I've heard, they are meant to be bringing out an annual pass. Oh my god, my finger has literally just gone straight through that. Look at that. That is diabolical. So instead of using my paintbrush, I'm going to use my finger instead. Grand. Phenomenal. Oh my god. This is what it's all about. I'm literally just going to like dab my finger in there and just hope for the best. That's so funny. Oh my god, that is so silly. Right. It's just going to... Because the thing is, with the different types of blood, it's the different ages as well. So it's like whether it's congealed or, you know, yeah, that looks nasty. That does. That looks real nasty. So even then, you've kind of got that really yucky pattern anyway. So even when you put the blood over it, do you know what I mean? And then we're going to put some... This is disgusting. This is actually disgusting. So then I'm going to take some on my paintbrush, back of my paintbrush, and then just like put it in there. You know, you don't have to be pretty with this. That's one thing that I love about doing something like this, especially at Christmas, because it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's meant to be gross. It's meant to be nasty. Like, if this was Art the Clown, this would be everywhere. This would be diabolical. This would be disgusting. So ideally, I'm essentially, Jesus Christ, I'm essentially using his mindset, I guess. And I'm just going to get a little bit more on the end of my brush, like that. There we go. But this is what we used to do in the dungeon. You used to just like dab it on the back end of your brush. Because the thing is, less is more. If people are running around with like a face of makeup and stuff, like, you're not concentrating on the performance. You're then essentially concentrating on, oh my god, what's happened to this poor person's face? And it's, whilst yes, it is interesting at the start, it doesn't really add anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, we went to the Edinburgh dungeon a hot second ago for our mini moon, which was amazing. You should really check out that vlog if you haven't seen it. Okay, I feel like that has straight up been like overkill for... Phenomenal. I love it. I love it. Oh, I love the pattern of it as well. That's sick. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. I might try and reopen this one and see what more I can do with it. We'll see. We'll see. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in with some liquid blood. And then we're just going to make it a little bit more animated, I think. So again, like I said, I'm literally just dropping a few blots in there. Don't need any more than that. Oh my god. Oh, this is sick. I really hope Gareth enjoys it a little bit more, like enjoys Christmas a little bit more. I used to love Christmas. I used to love Christmas, but I feel like, I don't know, there's just a lot of pressure, and bad things always tend to happen to me at around Christmas time as well. Oh, that looks sick. Yeah, I think that is my favourite one so far. Look at that. That is gnarly, man. And it's so simplistic as well, you know. Okay, so again, I'm literally gonna get my glue. I'm a mess. I'm actually a mess. This is disgusting. But like in a really good way, you know. I miss getting like dirty and bloody and gross and stuff. I think that's what I've missed so much about Halloween. Like, I haven't scare acted this year. And like, whilst my health has been really bad, I haven't been able to. And it's nobody's fault, you know. Endometriosis is horrendous, and hopefully I'm trying to sort out a charity event for it next year in September, but I will keep you guys updated with that. We're really hoping to try and get Statfold so we can do like a charity day, and we've got loads of people that already want to get involved, so that's awesome. And I know a few bands as well, so I'm really hoping that we could get some like set lists or some like memorabilia or stuff like that, and we could do like a silent auction or whatever. I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like it's a case of, if I don't do it, who's going to do it, you know? I mean, endometriosis, the Endometriosis UK charity hardly gets any money whatsoever, and they wonder why the wait lists are so bloody long. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So oh my god, I can't get over like my bloody finger. Okay, so we're going to stop what we're doing. We're going to give this puppy a little bit of time to just dry out, and then we'll add a little bit of pattern onto the top. So bear with me a few minutes and I will be back.
15 minutes later.
All right, again, so we are back. My hands look incredible. So through the power of editing, I have been waiting. They aren't completely dry because I am impatient. However, funnily enough, good lord, okay. Funnily enough, the one that's given me the least grief is this one. Bearing in mind this is the messiest. So the main takeaway from all of this is, don't be as impatient as Loucifer, and take your time, and sometimes the messier the better. So that's the story with that. Now we are going to move in with the designs. It is completely up to you what you do with this. Like I said, this is more of just sit and chill and relax and just making fun things, you know. Also, Michael isn't in this vlog because his head has literally fallen off, bless him, poor thing. We had him for our wedding and it was delightful. But by the by, so we have a paint pen. Now, the thing with paint pens is you have to shake it before you can use it. A lot of people at conventions do not realise this. So when they go to get things signed, it doesn't work out so well. So if you do have a paint pen, make sure to shake it, then you're all good. So I don't really know what I'm going to do design-wise on this. I'm just going to have a good time with it, if she can open a paint pen. I'm just going to have a good time with it, I think. I think for the simplistic one, I'm just going to put like a load of little like upside down crucifixes on it, because that I'm essentially giving people fodder to comment with. A lot of people do like to comment and say, God blesses you, God wants to save you, and it's like, no thank you. I was thinking about putting some Frankenstein quotes on this. However, I don't want to do that to Gareth because he knows it's my new hyperfixation, and he'll just be like, well, this is just another excuse for you to do Frankenstein things, and I don't want that. I feel sorry for him. So yeah, you can just put like Creepmas, Merry Xmas, this, that and the other, like F the patriarchy. Hey, if you want to say F the patriarchy, that's none of my business. But yeah, I've literally just put a few like upside down crucifixes on this, like nothing too crazy. And the beauty of this is, because the pen naturally slides off it, it looks a little bit like creepy anyway, like a little bit, she's gone off the bandwagon, hasn't she? She's lost her mind. Yeah, so just little tiny designs like that. We will be putting the tree up, I promise you. I just need to finish my intestines. Hear me out, stick with me on this one. So I thought, instead of having bunting like a normal person, or tinsel, that's the one. Instead of having tinsel like a normal person, why don't we have intestines instead? Because again, that's what Art the Clown does. And, well, it seems to work. But, yeah, I don't know. I want to do something different this year. You know, like our Christmas tree it's never been a visage of perfection, because it's not. It's very much us. Like, the vibe is very much us. Everything is random. Everything is completely random. It's essentially a celebration of our life. And I just thought, you know, why not just add that little bit of chaos on top of it, that Art the Clown has clearly been here and he's just ransacked the house, and now he's just literally added entrails onto the Christmas tree. So I've also realised that we're going to be watching that as a Christmas film, because Gareth was like, it's technically a Christmas film, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. And Art scares me. He scares me so much. I've done this so crudely as well. Like, I've very much adopted my what would Art do attitude in this situation. But I don't know. See, I don't really want to write anything on this because I feel like it just speaks for itself, you know, that one bloody finger. I feel like this just speaks for itself. So I think I'm just going to leave this one because I really like this one. But yeah, you can literally do whatever you want on these. Like, it's the same with just doing standard Christmas decorations, I think. Like, you can add as much or as little as you want onto them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm literally going to put the string in them. It's really nice that they've actually supplied you with this string, because I prefer this kind of string to, you know, the fancy string that they put on, like the glittery string. I don't like that. Call me something. Call me what? You can call me whatever you want. Call me something, but I don't know. I don't like it. I don't find it enjoyable. I find it a bit boring. Like, the glittery stuff, I'm really not a fan of. This is a lot harder when you've got bloody fingers. It really is. There we go. So we got one there. This is my favourite one. Like, I'm dead certain this is my favourite one. There we go. Look at him! Isn't he cute? I love him so much. I don't know why I'm referring to him as him. He seems like a him. And I've got blood on my nose, I think. I'm not sure. Probably. This has been chaos. This is why I don't do craft videos. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really hope you've enjoyed this. Do you know what? I've enjoyed doing it. And if we can continue on this wavelength, I really feel like we've got something here. See, now what they've done is they haven't made the hole big enough. Mind your business. They haven't made the hole big enough. I'm literally getting fake blood in my mouth. Oh my God. Why do they do this? Do you know what? It was literally £2. I can't complain. I cannot complain at all. Maybe I didn't align them. Let's just blame Loucifer. Ah, here we go. 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 I didn't really add much onto this. I didn't feel the need to. I felt like the blood spoke for itself. I'm so glad my parents and my grandparents don't visit. And not that, God, that sounds so harsh. Not that they refuse to. It's because we live further away from my family. We live closer to Gareth's family. My family are from Derbyshire and Swadlincote and stuff like that. So, okay, so I put a ton of glue on this, and this is why this is doing what it is. So, like I said, if you're going to make these, make sure everything is dry, including the glue, because I have not let it set, and so now it is giving me grief. But to be fair, the blood on the on this looks awesome. That looks sick. Do you know what? I am really freaking pleased with how they've turned out. I love them. I love them so much. And they all just tell a different story, you know? See, look how simple and easy that was. And they just look really gnarly. They look really gnarly, especially if you've got like the blood on the string as well. I really like those. Yeah, I'm chuffed with them. I'm really happy with them. I don't feel like they needed anything on them. If you do want to like add something, go for it, you know. Treat yourself, but I don't feel like you need to. I really don't feel like you need to. I feel like the blood speaks for itself. So I had fun. I hope you had fun. Don't say I don't treat you. Jesus Christ, look at that. I feel like a scare maze. I feel like a Halloween attraction, you know. What vibe are you bringing to the function? Scare maze, Halloween attraction. I am so chuffed with those. Nobody can take that away from me. I did that all by myself. And I've got Hessian in my mouth. Oh my gosh, so that is my first crafting video. I hope you enjoyed that. Honestly, it is the simplest thing ever. Like, it's simple and yet so freaking effective. Like, I could definitely imagine Art the Clown gifting these to other victims, saying like, you know, they have the blood of their loved ones and their relatives and their friends and family in them, and just being like, here, have this. You know, if I received this for Christmas, I'd love it. I'd love it so much. But then again, I am a bit twisted. I love that. And the thing is, the blood pooling at the bottom as well looks awesome. That looks sick. I really, really like that. And like I said, if you've got one that hasn't necessarily got a lot of blood in it, it looks like you can move it about. You can just move it about. And I've done hardly anything to these. And they look, yeah, I'm really chuffed with them. Really, really chuffed with them. So, I think the lesson today... I think the lesson today is... Oh my god, my hair is a mess. The Lucifer's hair is a mess. No, I think the lesson today is just to enjoy Christmas the way you want to. Not the way that other people want you to. You know, put as much effort or as little effort in as you want to. Sometimes Christmas is hard for people, man. And... you know, sometimes just getting through the day or getting through the festive period is a win in itself. You know, New Year's Eve, I feel like it just becomes a massive competitive sport because everybody's like, I did this, I did this, I did this. I just got through the year, and that's important. That's as big as getting a house or getting married or whatever. You know, there have been years where I have literally just survived a year. And that's been a massive win for me. This year, I got married and had a load of amazing opportunities. Do you know what I mean? Like, life isn't just on one level. It's so up and down and different. And, you know, some people have some good years and some bad years. Not necessarily at the same time. And that's okay. God, that got deep. I really hope that helped. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to find the Christmas spirit in not all the glitz and the glamour and the lights and the present and this, that and the other, but what Christmas is supposed to stand for and whatever. You know, I'm a Yule girly myself, but what do I know? I should be burned at the stake until medium to well done. So, I hope you enjoyed that Vlogmas. Tomorrow, I have no idea what we're doing. I'm thinking of doing a little get to know me, but a Christmas edition, because people seem to like to get to know me. I don't know why. Sometimes I like being an enigma. I like being mysterious. I'm not that mysterious, I'm really not. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing like a get to know me Christmas edition, like a mini quiz kind of thing for myself. We'll see, we'll see. Not every day has to be like a craft day or something big and amazing and magnificent, but we shall see. So I really hope you enjoyed that Vlogmas. I know I did. I hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember, oh, hello, tomorrow's a new day. See you later, guys. Bye.